We've got a newcomer to Fun with Real Audio this week, David Whitney, who wants to blame a racist murder on college campuses to something. So let's just let him just beat us to the punch. Go ahead.
Let me contrast.
And I apologize for the audio.
The education that Richard received with that received by Sean Christopher Urbanski.
I don't know.
He graduated from Severna Park High School, just down the road a piece from here. There, and as in all public schools, evolution is inculcated, and it teaches that there is no creator God, and that everything in the universe came into existence by chance and mistake, accident, and is wholly without purpose and without meaning of any kind.
This guy, first of all, does not understand evolution at all, because things popping into existence have fuck all to do with evolution. He's thinking about abiogenesis, and there are lots of things that could have started how things happen on this planet. I don't want to get too far into them, but panspermia seems like a very realistic thing these days, especially the way that the cosmos is constantly blowing the fuck up, especially the billions of years ago time period when things were a lot closer together. I don't know, call me crazy, but just, damn it.
He was taught that mankind, including himself, was nothing more than a long compilation of mistakes and mutations and chance occurrences.
Doesn't the Christian mindset believe that we are all just a compilation of mistakes and that we're all broken, and the only way to be saved is to come unto Christ kind of thing? It's like, tell me what's more damaging, to realize that you're just a giant cog in a big machine, or to think that you're a broken cog in a godly machine. I don't understand what. I gotta stop saying that. That's been a real crutch for me this week. But but just to come out there and say that evolution says this, no, evolution doesn't say that. For him to think that looking at things at an evolutionary standpoint makes it seem like you don't matter, you don't exist, it doesn't really matter. No, when you come to find out that you are essentially you are the culmination of 3 billion years of evolution. You exist on the shoulders of everything that existed before you, and for those of us lucky enough to have passed our seed on to a further generation, we go, yay, we kept the chain unbroken, we're going to keep it going for a little bit longer. For those that haven't, I'm not going to shame anybody, but it's just humbling to think about how many things lived, fucked, and died for you to exist, and for anybody to have such a short-sighted way of looking at it, be like, oh, well, God didn't do it. Pfft, who cares? No,
Again, if this is all there is, make the most of it. Enjoy it. Don't. It's like you want to make it the best life you have. There's nothing else.
And once again, I do apologize for the shitty audio. Hopefully, when I do this in the post, it removes a lot of the noise. But man, it's loud when I'm doing this.
We should be not surprised then if Sean, with that background and education, concluded that life is meaningless, without any purpose at all. Or if there is any purpose in life, it would be to advance and further the process of evolution, a process in which the strong destroy the weak.
Wrong.
And indeed,
that's absolutely nothing.
The ultimate, and ultimately, that's the purpose for existence. Survival of the fittest, therefore, has some rather dastardly consequences, which we see in the murder committed by a secular humanist of a Christian young man.
Nope. A secular humanist would not murder. You want to play the whole no true Scotsman fallacy, and you want to say that a Christian couldn't. He wasn't a real Christian if he killed somebody. He wasn't a real Muslim if he committed terrorism. No, you can't say that somebody's a secular humanist and call them a murderer at the same time. Be like, humanism is very much against murder. It's just like being a member of the Satanic Temple. It's not a good thing to murder somebody. It's a very bad thing. It's against the 7 tenets. You should not harm people. It's just ugh. But these guys claim to be the moral high ground for all this shit, and just if you're not Christian,
survival
you're wrong.
Of the fittest.
It doesn't.
Survival of the fittest is not the strong killing the weak. It's like the organism, the thing that's best suited, best fit
most
for
adapted,
the environment is going to survive. Not, I'm stronger, so I'm going to kill everything that's weaker.
Yeah, he needs to look into how, like, when bears became polar bears and stuff, it's like, oh, the white bears tend to work better because they could sneak up on their food easier. How about that? The brown bears didn't get to eat as much, therefore they didn't get to breed as much, therefore they died off. Meanwhile, the white bears got to do their thing. Now that the ice up north is melting quite a bit, it's going to be what bears developed gills first. It's probably not going to happen for a long time. I'm just being funny, people. The orcas will get them first.
This week.
Bear whale.
Evolution
Bear
is
whale.
also the basis of racism, which many have asserted that racism played a role in the motivation for this murder. You see, evolution is essentially racist.
Wow, I have never heard that argument before, and I have to think about how I would come at this. Let's see if he says anything else. Maybe we can attack his point there.
So where did Sean Ubansky learn racism?
Okay, whatever. He'll talk about this whole. He's setting up a straw man for him to knock over. Be like, did you see that thing that I set up and knocked over? Yes, that was me. I'm so awesome. I've never heard somebody say that, like, the theory of natural selection and evolution is racist. I can't even think of what kind of mindset that would actually work. What kind of people in this audience would be like lapping this up? Oh yeah, it's definitely a racist thing because I'm white. I don't get it. It's the whole Ken Ham thing here. It was like, I don't see race.
He learned it in his classes on evolution at the local public high school that his parents sent him to, and his parents funded that school by the payment of their property taxes.
Okay, I see no problem with them paying for public schools because public schools have turned out some of the greatest minds in this country. Essentially most of them. Well, at least since, like, public schools became a thing. But holy shit.
Except for they teach that racist theory of evolution.
That racist evolutionary theory. Just, what the fuck, man? I can't even... he didn't give us an argument for it. He just said that's what it is. And trying to get into the mind of somebody who thinks that evolution is a racist argument is just not something I really feel like I'm up to tonight. Wow.
Because he went to public school.
Yeah, he learned them evolutions at the public school. Therefore, he is a murderer. Him murder, evolution, bad, racist. It's like, and they want to say that people on the left, distill things down too much, where we call people, misogynist, sexist, or, xenophobic or anything like that. Except that's what they do in most of those cases. But you can't call evolution racist if it's not a racist thing. I can't see how a scientific theory can be considered racist. I can understand how things can be used or misconstrued a certain way for them to be something like that, like how the whole eugenics program that they were trying to do, that could be considered a racist thing because they were targeting people of a specific race. But if anything, I think the people with darker skin would tend to outlive us paler white guys, especially when society collapses, especially out here in Utah. I think both of us would be proper fucked if air conditioning stopped. Wait, you got solar panels. You'd be okay for a while. So not me. I would have a hard time. I'd be moving to the north. The great white north as it's going to be for all of us white folk moving up there. Hey, all you alt-right people, why don't you move up to Canada? Take them over. Leave us alone.
Galaxy.